What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Stank815, and I'm back with another video. Today is a reaction video. Man, if y'all new, hit that like, comment, subscribe, share. It's a reaction video to Chris Tucker, man. I like Chris Tucker. Been a good comedian. Nothing against him. So let's see what he got to say, exposing the gatekeepers. So let's hear it.
Watching you at Def Jam, then watching you blow up for the movie to the whole Rush Hour thing, and then it was like, ooh, yeah, where's Chris?
I wanted to I wanted to do more. That wasn't enough for me.
The way I kind of stepped back from Hollywood at one point, being the highest paid actor in Hollywood, but I felt like, it was a ceiling right there, and I wanted more. It wasn't enough.
I don't know what he was going through internally, emotionally. He might have got really tired of the business. There's maybe some layers in it that he hasn't really spoken about inside the business. I know how the business can be.
In the glitzy world of Hollywood, where fame and fortune reign, there lies a shadowy underbelly filled with secrets and scandals. Beneath the red carpet and dazzling lights, controversies brew, and the true nature of the entertainment industry comes to light. And Chris Tucker has finally decided to expose the bad and ugly side of Hollywood. So what exactly did Chris say?
I wanted to I wanted to do more. That wasn't enough for me, and then I started traveling around the world, seeing a lot of things, just living, and I started enjoying those things because I knew it wasn't just about me anymore.
Chris Tucker's rise to fame was nothing short of a wild roller coaster ride. He quickly became a frequent guest on the legendary Def Comedy Jam in 1992, showcasing his exceptional clean stand-up comedy routines. Unlike many comedians of the time who relied on vulgar humor, Tucker's comedic style was a breath of fresh air, witty, sharp, and family-friendly. It wasn't long before Tucker's talent caught the attention of the silver screen. In 1994, he made his film debut in House Party 3, rubbing shoulders with the likes of Bernie Mac, Marcus Houston, and Condi Alexander. But it was the following year that Tucker would truly leave a mark with one of his most notable and side-splitting performances to date, Friday. In Friday, Tucker portrayed the character Smokey, a hilarious and energetic drug addict whose antics had the audience in stitches.
Gotta start the day off right, man.
This role was a stark departure from his clean-cut comedy routines, showcasing Tucker's impressive range and versatility as an actor. It was evident that he was more than just a one-trick pony, and the world took notice. However, it was the year 1997 that would be the turning point in Tucker's career. He had not one, not two, but 3 hit movies released in the same year. The world was witnessing the meteoric rise of a Hollywood sensation. Tucker starred in The Fifth Element, an action-packed sci-fi extravaganza that showcased his ability to carry a big-budget blockbuster. He followed it up with Money Talks, a hilarious comedy that had audiences rolling in the aisles. And just when we thought he couldn't get any better, Tucker graced the screen in Quentin Tarantino's Jackie Brown, proving that he had the chops to hold his own alongside veteran actors in a crime drama. Hollywood was in awe of Tucker's talent and box office draw, and he was on top of the world. The offers were pouring in, and it seemed like there was no stopping this rising star. But little did we know that beneath the surface, Tucker was beginning to feel boxed in. You see, success in Hollywood often comes with a price. As much as we like to believe that actors have control over their careers, the truth is that they are often at the mercy of powerful producers, directors, and studios. For Tucker, this meant being bombarded with similar roles, the kind that played to his comedic strengths, but failed to explore the full range of his abilities. The gossip columns began buzzing with rumors about Tucker's refusal to accept certain roles. He became selective, turning down lucrative offers that didn't align with his vision for a diverse and meaningful career. Some industry insiders labeled him as picky, while others saw it as a rebellion against being typecast. As the years went by, Tucker's absence from the big screen only fueled the gossip mill. Yes, he made a few sporadic appearances, hosting award shows, and releasing a stand-up special on Netflix, but it wasn't enough to quell the whispers. Fans wondered if he was planning a grand comeback, while critics questioned if he had lost his star power. In truth, Tucker was playing a dangerous game in an industry notorious for being fickle. Hollywood had a long-standing history of pigeonholing black artists into stereotypical roles, perpetuating racial biases and limiting opportunities for authentic representation. It was as if they couldn't see beyond the color of his skin, denying him the chance to showcase the full extent of his talent. Typecasting was another weapon Hollywood used to keep Tucker in a box. They kept offering him roles that played on racial stereotypes, making him this exaggerated, hyperbolic, and loud character. It was like they were stuck in a time warp, refusing to let him evolve as an actor and grow beyond the confines of these limiting roles. Beyond the limitations of typecasting, there was also the issue of emasculation faced by young black artists in Hollywood. Emasculation refers to the undermining of one's masculinity, often through ridicule, degradation, or infantilization. In the context of the entertainment industry, it involves denying black men the opportunity to portray diverse and well-rounded characters that showcase their depth and humanity. In Tucker's case, emasculation was evident in how he was continuously pushed into roles that emphasized humor over depth, effectively reducing him to a one-dimensional character. This emasculation not only affected his career opportunities, but also reinforced harmful stereotypes that belittled the intelligence and emotional range of black men. But amidst all the challenges and obstacles, Tucker remained steadfast in his quest for more meaningful roles. Adding fuel to the fire, Tucker's newfound faith in Christianity was cited as a reason for turning down certain roles. He wanted to be a positive role model and felt some characters didn't align with his spiritual journey. While some admired his dedication, others wondered if he was rebelling against Hollywood's expectations. Hollywood's reluctance to embrace change and diversity in the late 90s and early 2000s only served to stifle the growth and potential of talented black artists like Chris Tucker. They were handed a script, but the lines were already written for them, pigeonholed into roles that perpetuated harmful stereotypes and failed to explore the full spectrum of their abilities. These talented artists had little control over their careers. The power dynamics in Hollywood left them at the mercy of decision makers who didn't always have their best interests at heart. It was like they were puppets, and the strings were being pulled by others. No wonder they couldn't break free from those stifling roles. What's more, Hollywood elites were allegedly bossing around their actors like they were jesters in a medieval court. And who better to illustrate this scandalous tale than the one and only Chris Tucker, who found himself playing the role of a jester in the presence of none other than former U.S. President Bill Clinton. Tucker, the rising star of Hollywood, jet-setting with Clinton on a memorable trip to Africa. It should have been all glitz and glamour, right? Well, not quite. Tucker recalled the experience with a mix of fondness and humor, but it couldn't hide the truth behind those laughs. During their travels to several African countries, Tucker sensed that he was being bossed around by Clinton like a lowly jester at the beck and call of his noble king.
Everywhere we went, he wanted me to do them. We in little parties and like, Tucker, come do me. Come do me. Come on over here. Well, every country we went to, fine, I got time.
Can you believe it? The audacity of the Hollywood elites treating a talented actor like Tucker as their personal court jester. They literally expected him to entertain and amuse them on demand. But oh, it gets even better. Tucker entertained Clinton and his entourage with his spot-on impressions of the former president. Clinton seemed to enjoy the performance, so Tucker kept the show going at various gatherings and parties. Can you imagine an A-list actor reduced to performing for the amusement of powerful figures? It's just scandalous. Now let's not forget the power dynamics at play here. Tucker's willingness to entertain and follow Clinton's requests painted a picture of an artist bowing down to the whims of a powerful figure. Hollywood's elites, with their strings of influence, had Tucker dancing to their tune, like a puppet on strings. The whole situation smacked of emasculation, the undermining of Tucker's masculinity and power. He appeared to be subservient to Clinton's circle, diminishing his standing as a talented actor with a unique voice in the industry. It's infuriating to think that Hollywood's elites could wield such control over a rising star like Tucker. And this wasn't an isolated incident. The entertainment industry has a long history of treating its actors like jesters in a medieval court. Just like the jesters were tasked with entertaining nobility, actors are often expected to amuse and entertain Hollywood's elites. It's like they forget that these actors are talented artists with dreams and aspirations of their own. But Tucker's trip with Clinton wasn't just about laughs and games. It gave rise to criticism and cynicism from detractors who saw him as nothing more than a jester in the court of a king. They questioned why a talented actor like Tucker was reduced to performing for the amusement of the president and his associates. It's a sad reality that talented black artists like Tucker often face in Hollywood. They are pushed into roles that perpetuate harmful stereotypes, and their talent is overshadowed by the whims of those in power. It's like they are pawns in a game played by the elites, with little agency to break free from the shackles of typecasting and emasculation. Meanwhile, fans have been calling out Hollywood for destroying the careers of many black celebrities and commending Tucker for sticking to his true self. Him and Dave Chappelle knew their worth and weren't prepared to sell their soul for dollars, one fan commented. A second fan added, Chris Tucker is awesome. So glad he stuck to his standards and expectations and did not compromise. And a third fan wrote, Chris is a legend. He got his money and got out of Hollywood.